Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. This is Moving Mondays with Marcia, and it's also day 3 of our Light a Red Candle. So with that being said, I'm lighting my red candle. So there we have it. I'm going to put it down here on my little table. And good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys are feeling well, doing well today. Last week, we got through a whole lot. We got through the first half of all these steps, believe it or not. But there was a little glitch with the sound on YouTube, so there was no audio with the video. So I feel like this week, since we're kind of ahead of the game, that we can just chill out, relax, and have a good review of what we've done so far. And with that said, let's start with our warm-up exercises. Find your happy feet. Relax your tailbone down. Spread those toes apart, yoga toes, spread them apart. Feel grounded. And smile from the heart. So we're going to start with our neck. Push out and down. Remember, you're dangling from a string on the ceiling. The string goes through your spine. So there's this little bit of up and down motion as your neck gently tucks in. Your shoulder blades go back and then you push out and down. And now our next neck exercise is take our chi ball, follow your left hand with your neck, your eyes only. Go to about 70% of your range of motion. Cross your palms and follow your other hand. And with each passing motion, you can stretch your neck a little bit more, always within your comfort range. Nothing is stressed or rigid in Qigong or Tai Chi. So now let's roll our shoulders forward. And back. Keep your shoulders relaxed and down when you do this. Don't hunch up. Now, get grounded again. Feel our happy feet, our smiling hearts. And let's do some showering chi. And lifting slightly, inhaling, exhaling. Gather all the goodness, all the good energy, and shower it down your body. And store it right here in your energy engine, which is your lower dantian. We'll do one more. That's 2 for our shoulders. Now for our spine. We're going to push up on the ceiling, down on the floor, and stretch on that slinky that's in your spine. Up and down motion as you press on the ceiling and the floor. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you come back. Let's take our chi ball again. Feel your energy growing. Feel grounded, toes spread, smiling from our hearts. It's time. I'm going to take our chi ball and turn, twisting your spine to about your knee. Lift the ball. And flip. Try to keep your hips in place. We're stretching our spine, like twisting out a wash rag. And that's why we don't go past our knees. And there's 2 for our spine. And now for our hips. Find your good feet. This time we're going to do the zombie walk. Hands back, foot forward. And back at about a 45-degree angle. And forward. And back. And forward. You need to stop in the middle, that's okay. Small steps. Now, let's change sides. Arms back. Foot back. This move loosens up our hips. It's very, very good for balance, especially as you can start to lift your knee up higher in the move. But if you need to stop in the middle, feel free. No hurry, no worry, no push, no stress in Tai Chi. That's why it's so good for us. It's very relaxing. Now, our next hip exercise. Start with our chi ball. Feel that good energy growing. We're going to push left, Step right. Feel that wall. And change sides. All right. Now let's take our loose fists, like binoculars. You can see through them if you put them up to your eyes. Never clench. Nothing's ever tight or rigid in Tai Chi. That's a golden rule. Now let's put our loose fists on our hips. Let's find our happy feet, toes spread. Sinking in our quad. Step left. Punch right. Leave the weight on your back leg. Come back. Other side. Step right. Punch left. Leave the weight on that back leg. If you notice, you can either put your toe up and punch, or keep your toe down as punch, as long as that weight is on the back leg. It focuses on different muscles. Now our next one, same thing, loose fists on our hips. This time we're going to go with our left foot, heel, toe, shift our weight forward, now punch, now come back. Other foot, heel, toe, shift, punch, and back. This is a good time to practice doing spirals with your fists and wrists, elbow, and arm. There's a lot of spiral motion in Tai Chi. There's a lot of spiral motion in the world in general. All right. Now we're down to our feet. This time hands on hips. Find your happy feet. This time we're going to go left foot, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Other foot. Now our last foot one. This time left foot, we're going to go ankle in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Other foot. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Very good. Now, let's shake it off. This is a great way to get rid of any lactic acid buildup in your legs. Those cause Charlie horses. And do some wiggling, bouncing, and stretch. And let's just gather some more chi. All that good energy we've been circulating, put it right down here in our energy engine. And our Tai Chi salute. So there's our warm-ups. And I think I'm just going to take a minute to speak to you all a little bit about some different forms in Qigong. There's a block style and there's a cursive style, just like in writing, like printing is block style, but you gotta lift your pen and move it to a new place to print. Whereas cursive is flowing and connected. So I'm going to show you a couple of Qigong exercises that illustrate these 2 points. And the first one I learned from Sifu Anthony, my instructor from Flowing Zen Academy Qigong. And it's called Lifting the Sky, and there's 4 parts to it. The first part always is get connected to your feet. Always. That's always the first move in anything. And now you're going to gently lift your arms and stretch your spine and push down as you exhale. Inhale as you lift the sky. Exhale. And again, inhale, push down, exhale. You can even stretch a little bit each way when you're up here at the top. And then give a nice exhale, a nice loud sigh. And one more. And that's lifting the sky, and you can see the block form in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and so on. So now I'm going to show you another version of this, which is more cursive, and it's called Supporting the Heavens. So again, we always get grounded in our position. And this time, my palms turn towards each other. So I inhale. And I exhale. Flip our palms up when we're overhead. Palms. We never stretch our shoulders up too high. Things are relaxed, never stiff or rigid. So there's a couple of different Qigong moves that illustrate the difference between block form and flowing cursive form. And since we're doing Sung style Tai Chi, we want the flow. The flow is where we go. And that's what we're moving throughout our body to help our circulation, help our hearts pump, our lungs fill up with air, feed the blood, which goes down to our legs, back up around our heads, down our arms. So now I think we're probably ready to start our Tai Chi movements. And I step out, find my happy feet, feel grounded. Feet are about hip width apart. They can be a little further. We don't have to be super picky here. You find your comfort zone. Get in our happy place, our happy smiling hearts. And let's commence. I'm drawing the U. The bottom of the U. I step forward and I offer you my Chi ball. What, you don't want it? That's okay. I'll just look out the window. Oh my, the window's dirty. I'm gonna sashay out to get some Windex. Clean those dirty windows. Wax on, wax off. Open, close. Now, I'm going to look out to the right as I step left. Oh, still some smudges. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. And that's as far as we've gotten. That's the first set. It's half of the movements that we're going to learn. And the reason I bring up the block style and the cursive style has to do with the way hands move, because I realize some people get a little confused with the foot and when the hands move at the same time. And let's see. The left arm and hand have to come in so that I can step out to the left again. And here we begin our first set of 3 movements. And if you see, my hands are kind of like stop and here. So I can go step, wax on, wax off. And you see, I'm just flipping my hands. It's rather block form. Or once you get the feel for when to step and when to move your hands, then you can get more in the flow, pretending you're holding your Chi ball. So right arm and hand come in because I have to step right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Open, close. Now, step left, look right, bring that left arm and foot in. And now I'm ready to step left, wave hands 3 times. Open and close. So let me stop here a minute and let me ask you all if you have questions. Do you want to see me do it from the back? I'm guessing the mirrors help some, but maybe you guys want me to do it from the back, or maybe you have a question about this block form as opposed to the more flowing. If you see in the flowing, I'm still like holding on to my chi ball, where the block form, it's more like I'm making a pizza. So I hope that helps. And let me know if you want to see these movements from the back. Well, I'm going to do them from the back because I think it just might help with the people's brains and going the same direction I'm going. So let me turn around. Step out. Grounded. And commence. Step forward at the bottom of the U. You like my chi ball? No? That's okay. I'll look out the window. Oh my, I see some smudges. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Open, close. Still some smudges. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. How we doing? Can I get some feedback?
Great.
Okay. Well, hi there. All right, I'm gonna do it again from behind. I think I'll do it from behind like 3 times.
I guess mine was muted. I didn't realize it. I'm trying to use my phone versus my computer, so I'm not used to where I'm needing to unmute. So yeah, no, you're doing great. And I see quite a few people back here. We have Deb and Douglas and Josh and Thomas that are all joining our live studio audience and doing this with you. So keep inspiring. And of course, if anyone wants to ever join the live studio audience, they can go ahead and message me, KYM, at thewaytomyheart.org, and I will get you a Zoom link so you can come join us in our audience and we can all do this together. But really nice job, Marcia.
Well, thanks, Kim. It feels good to be moving about. It really does. So let me keep the flow going. I often like to practice Tai Chi to music. I have a couple of different YouTube playlists that are about Qigong and songs for Qigong and Qigong movements. And y'all are welcome to go to my YouTube page, which is called Marcia Burke Hairs, and check out some of my other Qigong videos. I probably made over 100 of them. All right, enough of the yak. Let me get myself grounded and thankful heart. I step out, hip width apart, sink in my claw, and commence. Drawing a U. Bottom of the U, step with your left foot. Like my chi ball? No? That's okay. I'll look out the window. Oh my, I see some streaks. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Open, close. Step left, look right. Oh, still some streaks. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Open, close. So again, this time I'm just going to be silent and do the moves, and maybe a couple of times of doing it silently. All of us will really get into the flow of how this movement, these movements feel. So commence. More from the front. Commence. hand. Let's wiggle a little bit, shake it off. As I've mentioned before, shaking and wiggling is one of the best Qigong moves ever. Especially when our calves and our feet and our legs hurt, just to bounce feels really good. And if you're able to, you can go up and down on your feet a little bit. Now that's hard for me to do right now because of the pain in my right foot. But as you see, the pain in my right foot is not stopping me from moving, and it's not stopping me from walking either. So, but just this up and down motion. It's really good for your circulation. Feels good. And then you can actually swing from side to side a little bit. And as you do that, lift up your foot, the opposite foot from the direction you're swinging your front hand. Your back hand taps like in the middle of your back. This is another basic Qigong move. Let's wiggle some more. I love the wiggling, I really do. Do you have any areas that feel like they need a little extra attention? Well, you can explore them slowly. Bouncing is probably the fastest thing we do in Qigong. Anyway, I think this was a pretty good review. Do you all have any questions at this point? Are you getting the feeling of the flow? Are you starting to feel your chi energy move? That's what I want to know. I'd love to hear from all of you in that respect. Are you feeling your blood circulating? Can you feel it? Can you feel your legs tingling a little bit? Do you feel a little bit more energized? Do you feel a little more grounded and peaceful in your thought process? Do you feel like you have a bit more clarity? These are all questions that we want to ask ourselves as we develop our Tai Chi and Qigong practice. These are the tools that help build mindfulness. And mindfulness, especially in PAD, is I've found to be very important. I can't tell you how mindful I am of my feet anymore. With the horrid foot pain I've had over the past couple of years, I've become very mindful of my right foot and where my right toe is, and making sure the dog paws are far away from my feet and things like that. I always wear socks when I'm in the house because my feet get cold, but I don't usually put shoes on unless I go outside. I'll wear slippers in my bedroom, but generally I have socks on, even though this particular form of Tai Chi that I'm teaching you, that's called Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention, it is recommended that you wear shoes. But I'm not going to be real strict on that rule. I just want to reinforce the notion that you all understand I am not a doctor, even though Qigong is the most ancient of medical arts. I am not a Qigong medical practitioner, nor am I an MD. But I share my experience with you from over 15 years of doing Qigong. I was first introduced to it in Gainesville, Florida, in an actually brick and mortar building called the Flowing Zen Academy, where I met Sifu Anthony Korahayas, and he taught me some of his Flowing Zen Qigong, and it saved me from back surgery. It really did, because as a retired X-ray tech, I've seen enough back surgeries in the OR, and most of them go bad. And the reason they go bad is from scar tissue. And then they have to go back in and cut out scar tissue, and then more scar tissue goes, and it's just this awful roller coaster, round and round. So anyway, that's a little bit of my experience with Qigong, and I've shared some different thoughts and philosophies about it, the block form and the flow form, cursive form. And there's nothing wrong or right, really. It's what you feel comfortable with playing with. And I do strongly encourage you all throughout the week to play with these moves, to play with the difference between block form and flowing form, and see if you can't pinpoint some differences in how your body feels in relation to the different movements that you do. This is how we put it all together, and this is how we learn how to practice Qigong and Tai Chi. And it becomes actually kind of a manner of traveling through life with flow and grace. And that's about all I have to say about that. I do still have my light a red candle lit for day 3 of our launch to light a red candle. I hope all of you will please post photos in our Facebook group, or send me your videos in Facebook Messenger, and then I can upload them from there and put them in different videos that I'm making throughout this 3-month period, with a culmination of a big one, a longer one, with a beautiful song that was written by Ricky Byers. And day 3, let's just keep on walking.